G'day everyone, my name is Kepueli Sione Ake Koso Roko Malani Vaka, but to make life easier you can call me Keps for short. This year as part of my formation for ministry, I am here serving the wonderful folk of Parramatta Centenary Uniting Church. We've had to endure some tough times. In the past few months some of our members have passed away, but also been restricted in how we fellowship here. We've had to close down physically the doors of our church. We've had to restrict our community classes of English classes, our play groups, and we've had to temporarily suspend our worship services due to the majority of our congregants being in the high-risk age. And it has been a challenge, specifically the way that I've been trained at United Theological College. I've had to minister in a different way. We are not taught at college how to conduct church council meetings on Zoom, let alone be pastoral in a way that we are not physically present. But there also have been times of fruitful growth and joy in my service here at Centenary, and we constantly listen and be guided by God during this strange time. A question that we have been pondering on here at Centenary is, what is the church? How do I engage in pastoral care not in the physical presence? How does technology affect the way that we think of church? Are we still the church even though we are not physically present in the church building? This is a question for both the present but also the future of the church that we are in today. While this is an important question, we have identified two challenges that we are still facing now. And these two challenges are how we engage in technology, but also how we continue to do mission here. Zoom and online worship, or if you like, technology as a whole, has been a challenge due to our members not being really familiar with this format. And so when we began, there were a few members who were reluctant to be part of this technology realm, if you like. But as time had progressed, it was almost like COVID had forced us to use this forum. So now in the present, we have more of our congregants being part of our communication via Facebook or emails, and now using Zoom as a way of communicating with one another. One of the other challenges that we've faced here was how do we continue the mission of God here in the Parramatta area? Four things that we are continuing to do here. Firstly, we are still engaging with our community English classes and playgroup in a different format, which is done online with our community worker who works here. Another forum we use is the Facebook, where we still put our services online, and we see that as a way of still being able to reach our community, whether it's through the spreading of the gospel and the good news of Christ, or the prayers that we offer for the world. We hope that we are able to reach our community through our Facebook page. We are still continuing mission here with our work with social welfare in the community, and two of the projects that we are currently working on, we are heavily involved with working with victims and families who suffer from domestic violence, but also being very vocal about our advocacy for social injustice in terms of helping refugees with housing and homelessness. We are very blessed here that we are still able to engage in our mission. We have wonderful staff who work tirelessly to ensure that our hard copies are still sent to our congregation, but also we have been blessed to work together with Northmead Uniting Church in engaging with the congregations around us. This is just a snippet into the life of Centenary. We are still in good spirits, and by the grace of God guiding us during this time, we are still having fun with what we are doing here. We are still continuing with the mission. And as our mission statement states, we are trying to build belonging and relationship within our context, but also with the world that we live in. Jesus commissions us to go out into the world, to love and to serve each other. But how do you do that in this strange time? The doors of our church physically may be closed, but our hearts and our worship and fellowship and prayers are still very much open. And that is our calling, that we are to continue to share the love of welcome of Christ here in our church, within our community, and the world we live in. Blessings from Centenary Uniting Church.